As you guys may know, the Teen Titans is one of my all-time favorite superhero group, right up alongside there with the Justice League, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. I've always enjoyed the Teen Titans, and in fact, when I was getting back into comics in my teenage years, that was the first team I really wanted to read. And of course, I still am a fan of them. And during the DC Rebirth title, we gotta talk about one in particular that ended up happening, which was bringing the team back. And how did that work out? Well, if the New 52 is any examples of them destroying the Teen Titans, the Rebirth technically saves them. But how did the first issue do for my favorite superhero team? Greetings, kids and nerds, and ladies and gentlemen, about you nerdy, and we're checking out the first issue of Teen Titans from the DC Rebirth, which happened after the New 52 thankfully died and then was resurrected the DC Universe. The DC Universe can write a history report on itself of how many times it died, died, and restarted over a gajillion times. When I was growing up, my favorite version of the Teen Titans were the ones written by Mark Perez, by Bob Wolfman, with art by George Perez. And I would show the cover of the first issue, but I'm going to save that until the end of the video because there is a lot to talk about when it comes to that. So my favorite Teen Titan team is that of the Wolfman Perez era Titans, but I do enjoy a lot of the others. In fact, I had a mixed bag and a giant collection of Teen Titans stuff. So and of course, I'm going to make jokes to the Teen Titans animated series whenever that I can, and I'm still going to snark even though this was my favorite superhero team. As such, let's dive over to DC Rebirth Teen Titans #1 and see how they rebirthed my favorite superhero team in the world. We begin in Los Angeles, Hollywood, where we see Beast Boy partying it up with a bunch of people. I'm alone, despite the crutch of bodies all around me, and I'm smiling so wide it hurts. As there's a person above him that's looking upon him who is technically the villain, but technically not the villain in this. As such, Beast Boy just does what he does best, including talking to Howie Mandel from the looks of it. As Beast Boy is celebrating by himself, he notices a familiar girl looking beyond him. If this is supposed to be a reference to Tara, I couldn't tell you. Since we're probably going to get married and have beautiful, athletic, brilliant children, I better introduce myself. Gar Logan, a.k.a. the reason you're presently having such an awesome time. Tyra, will you kiss me, Tina? I'm feeling kissable right now. Tyra. Tyra! That's what it said. Now, what about now? Now, don't you just want to pepper me with kisses and cuddle me to death? Because I'm okay with that. Garfield Logan trying too hard. Anyway, they decide to go into the pool, and I'm gonna guess that they are in their undergarments, since it looks like the woman is in her bra and panties, and Garfield is fastening some very nice heart-shaped boxers. Well, he decides to basically keep trying to entice the woman, and then he pulls this joke. She's wondering where Garfield went, and then he reappears as a great white shark inside of a pool. Oh, trust me, that's what should have happened, but instead Garfield makes a lame joke. Did you know my great-grandparents were Finnish? And, of course, the woman gets pissed off. What is wrong with you, you freak? Why would you do that? It was just a joke. Come back for the sake of our children. Tim claimed I suffered from a love addiction. Maybe he was right. Damn it, Tim, get out of my head. As he is electrocuted by our unforeseen force, but what's worse is that he gets cut blocked and then he gets electrocuted.
Oof, that will ruin his weekend.
We cut over to the island of Toronto, Caribbean, man, as we join over to Starfire, who is enjoying her time there. It's furious hot today. Sometimes I'm confused by your planet's use of language. For those of you that don't know, Starfire prefers being out in the sun so she can regenerate her abilities instead of being, well, covered up and not in the sun as much as she would like to do. The reason why she's usually sunbathed is because she's regenerating her abilities because that's what she usually does. As she said this, I find the heat delicious, as a guy bites into an apple, revealing a little Easter egg. It's good, you should try.
You gotta admit, he's kinda cute, in a beady-eyed, maggoty sort of way. You have to take...
It's just an Easter egg, and I really do like it. As Starfire continues off, she mentions about being a slave, which I talked about in the Why Starfire is So Sexy video, that she actually was supposed to be sold as a sex slave, and she was backstabbed by her sister, Blackfire, in doing so. Which of course she reminisces about her relationship with Nightwing, aka Dick Grayson. Which of course, fortunately, somebody is attacked by... this dude, and Starfire gives chase, and zaps him with her starbolt, which should have basically killed the guy. It is okay. You are safe now. Stand back while I deal with this disgusting predator. Please, he told me to do it. He said he'd pay me. We were all forward for a game. Who? And then Starfire is knocked out cold and electrocuted just like baseball. Over in New York City, Raven is, well, doing her thing and reminiscing about being an empath and the daughter of a demon. And of course, she experiments about how she likes the art. The museum has a sanctuary for the emptiness that soothes me. When I study its paintings, especially the abstract, I can better concentrate on my own feelings and welcome change. Because if you don't know, Raven constantly is reading the emotions of everybody except herself when this delightful image happens of her father taking over the world. In case you don't know, Raven's father just so happens to be a demon. So technically, Raven is the daughter of the devil. As she is running outside, she starts hallucinating about Trigon basically taking over, where she is knocked out by a dart straight into the neck. And, yeah. Then you see the match figure and Trigon. And if you're thinking that it's the sons of Trigon, get ready for disappointment from who it actually really is. With that being said, we move over to Central City, aka the home of the Flash. But not the Wally West that you're probably expecting. No, the Black Wally West, in case if you have seen the Grant Gustin The Flash series. He reminisces about how he just got his superpowers and basically saved the world, when all of a sudden he chases after a guy that just stole money. When, of course, he starts to basically not control his powers too well. I can't seem to dial down my speedometer. 10, 37, 200 blocks blur past before I end up back where I started, and of course he is in front of a police officer who immediately thinks that it's him. Wally quickly changes into his Kid Flash costume and starts practicing down in the subways of Central City, especially experiencing about how much that he likes the speed and reminiscences about what happened to him previously, where Wally is stopped by a trap, and he cannot tell that the person in front of him is a robot.
It's a trap.
Are you okay, buddy? We gotta get you out of here before it's too late. And he explodes and knocks out gas, knocking out Wally. Upon waking up, they're in an undiscovered location where they have no idea how they got there, and including everybody is in their costume, minus Kid Flash, who was already in his costume. So it's safe to assume that our kidnapper had stripped down Beast Boy, Raven, and Starfire into their costumes. As Beast Boy wakes up, am I hungover? Or did I unknowingly transform into a narwhal and split my forehead with the horn? You've been drugged and restrained. The same as the rest of us. The manacles are forged with power inhibitors. They are transferred and triggered to... Yeah! Shock. So don't bother trying to transform. As everybody makes fun of Beast Boy because they knew he was going to do something. As Raven senses that there's another person among them. And it turns out that this was the entire purpose of Damian Wayne, aka the son of Batman, aka Robin. You're probably wondering why I brought us all together, as he's sitting there with his giant man-bat creature, as this ties into Son of Batman. But I know that a lot of people are right now having this reaction. This is why I did not want to show off the cover. Because the cover, while being an awesome reference to when Wolverine fought the Hulk, it's not exactly what you're expecting. Because right away, it's a dead giveaway that Robin is going to be the villain. When I first saw this cover, I just made that as a joke in my head. But no, you flip to the last page of the entire comic, and there he is, with his pet man-bat Goliath behind him. I gotta admit, the cover by John Boy Mayers is really awesome. But unfortunately, this is not what I was really expecting from it. But again, that Wolverine Hulk cover is pretty damn awesome.
John burned brown and tan. Now, you fought the Hulk in this outfit, no? I marvel Jesus, you dull creature, and I will not...
However, I still feel bad for Beast Boy, who not only got caught but was electrocuted. So anyways, Teen Titans Rebirth is... it's a mixed bag. If you're a Teen Titans fan, even a diehard one like me, you might still want to steer clear from this one. It's not bad, but it's not great either, if you know what I mean. The artwork on the inside is pretty damn wonderful for what it's worth, and the story is a little confusing because it kind of ties into what happens in Robin Son of Batman, which we'll cover at some other point here. I just really wanted to cover this one, and I'm sorry for not talking about the cover, but again, it's a dead giveaway for who the villain of the story is. So there you go. But it is a really beautiful cover, and the reference to the infamous John Byrne cover of X-Men where he fought against the Hulk is brilliant in of itself. So thank you guys so much for watching. I believe Universe, I want nerdy keep geeking on, and yeah, you can check out Teen Titans Rebirth if you want to. Also, for anyone that has read Teen Titans Rebirth, let me know if it does get better in the comments down below, as there will be a bunch more comic book reviews coming up pretty soon. I have a few more ones that I want to get, and a few more in mind that I want to buy so I can review them, because there's a few of them that kind of caught my attention. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I believe Universe, I want nerdy keep geeking on. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified every single time I make an upload. And if you want to, you can follow me with a link to my Twitter page in the description down below. So, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I believe Universe, I want nerdy keep geeking on. And until next time, guys, and as always, take care.